Welcome to the First Look seminar in Georgia. We have a big weekend ahead of us at Santa Anita and, of course, at Gulfstream Park. So we might as well kick off the weekend by combining them both, Georgie, because we have a coast-to-coast Pick 5 carryover tomorrow, Friday, of $95,704. Georgie, are you ready to roll?
I'm excited. I mean, this is a great bankroll builder for tomorrow's, of course, for Saturday's huge Pegasus World Cup big day at Gulfstream Park.
I think we have a bad connection, George.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me okay?
I hear you now. We froze for a second there.
Okay, you're kind of going in and out, but we'll try to. Hopefully, we can make this best we can. Okay. So, Pick 5 carryover over tomorrow. Free PPs, by the way, at santaanita.com/coast. So free PPs and for this big carryover into the coast to coast. And Georgie, let's start it off right off the bat. Gulfstream Park. Race 9, going 5 furlongs on the turf. You notice all the big boys are in town. What are your thoughts here in the first leg?
Very competitive, I thought. Very competitive. You look through the field. The thoroughgraph numbers, which I love using, are very similar. So this is a race where I think you're going to look for value. I guess my top pick would be number 5, Sue Win. Sue Win is lightly raced, just 3 starts. 2 of them, impressive, visually impressive wins. And the last one earned a thoroughgraph number that's as good as anybody's in the race. So you're getting a great 8-1. He's taking a little time off, but I think he should be ready to rock and roll. Beat a couple of these in this race already. So he's going to be my top pick. But I also like some others as well. I like Quadra, who has been, all over the place. Delaware, Laurel, Colonial. So it's got plenty of speed, and speed is dangerous in any track USA. And then I think that possibly the Dove Rules can throw in a good race every now and then. And Gaffleone, like you said, all the big boys are out there. I'm leaving Pratt off. That's scary, but those are my top 3.
All right, so tough race to start, like George says, and he's got some prices here to start. Sue Win, the 5 on top at 8-1, and then he's got the 3 and 10 as well at 6-1 and 9-2. And George, just to let everybody know, you've been on quite the roll. We all go on those kind of roller coaster rides, and when you're on the roll, you keep it going. And you've had a nice couple of weeks strung together here, so let's hope we keep rolling, buddy.
This is like the best start
Can you hear me okay, buddy?
I've ever had. It's just fantastic. I hit the Pick 5 on opening day for 16 grand, and then I just kept going. And then Monday on Santa Anita hoy, Sábado Domingo, I hit 8 out of 9 winners on top. So let's see if we can just keep this roll going.
Yeah, we'll keep it rolling here. We're going to roll right into the second leg, which we're coming back here to Santa Anita. Race 3, maiden claimers, 50 dime claimers going a mile on the turf. What are your thoughts here in leg 2?
Yeah, well, Santa Anita, obviously, I'm a little more comfortable at Santa Anita. And, I think Springline, I might even single Springline. It's got a lot of qualities that I like. This angle, dropping from maiden special weight to maiden claiming seems to be one of the biggest drops in the game. And I like it when they give them numerous chances at maiden special weight. Like, I don't like one maiden special weight and an immediate drop, but they gave this one a lot of chances. And now she's going to come back with Lasix for the first time, maiden claiming for the first time. Jaramillo got a chance to know her, and he's been doing great since he moved here to SoCal, especially with the Doug O'Neill barn, but just in general. And so for Ryan Hansen, just a lot of positives in the corner of Springline. And if you got to look for a place to single, has the best thoroughgraph numbers, has so many things going for her. So she's going to be a single for me in the coast to coast.
You always got to find a spot to single somewhere along the line. Take that shot. Georgie's going to single in the second leg spring line here. Like he said, the all-important drop from maiden special weight into maiden 50. Jaramillo has gotten off to a terrific start here at Santa Anita. So welcome here, and I think he's found a home, George, as we move on to the third leg, Gulfstream Park, race 10. We're going a mile and a 16th on the Tapeta here, Georgie. What are your thoughts on leg 3?
Yeah, really, the Tapeta is a cool surface, and again, I mean, Gulfstream. I love Gulfstream, but I don't really concentrate on it that much there. So I'm a little. The only thing I know is that Irad Ortiz wins a lot of races. He won like 4 races today. I've been watching. The guy he's incredible, and he's got a runner in Maktoub that has got some of the stronger thoroughgraph numbers and has taken a precipitous drop from 25,000 all the way to 8,000. If this one can run even a little bit, should win today. And the fact that Irad took the call, like, you know, that's really strong to me, because a lot of times you go, oh, that's a little fishy drop. But Irad took the call. He's not taking the call if the horse is not right, I don't think. So he's going to be a strong one for me. And then the other 2 with the best thoroughgraph numbers are number 3, Secret Bajent Man, and the 8, Get Ready to Rock. So those 2's got pretty much the strongest thoroughgraph numbers. But that big drop, first time Irad, man, Maktoub looks pretty strong to me in race 10. Is either going to win or come in 9th, one of those deals.
Yeah, but like you said, in an $8,000 claimer, very interesting, very telling probably that he gets on. Obviously, you're going to take some money being Irad himself, but he's having another great day today and a terrific meet. So 1, 3, 8 for Georgie as we come back to Santa Anita. George, we're going to I think I could say for both of us, our favorite race here at Santa Anita, and that's down the hill in race 5, 6.5 furlongs, the downhill turf course, optional 80. Very good field here. What are your thoughts here in leg 4?
Yeah, I love the downhill course. Most people who are here in SoCal, that's just our favorite, you know, and I think from around the country, people, it's just a cool right-hand turn, left-hand turn, down the hill. Some horses love it, and some horses that are really good can't handle it at all. So it's a tricky distance. And I found this, I don't know about you, but I found it a very, very tricky race. The one that kind of stands out a little bit is St. Anthony as far as thoroughgraph numbers are concerned, and is, run in some big graded stakes races. So he's got class. He's got the best numbers by far. He just hasn't won in a while. It seems like it's been a while. It used to be a win machine and then tailed off from the win perspective, but the thoroughgraph numbers are solid. 5, a 4, a 4, a 5, very strong. But you got some other ones. Grand Oriente came here and has done nothing right, an 11th and a 10th. But both of them are in the 5. One of them was in a BC mile. They thought enough of this one to put him in the BC mile, the grade 1. So, and ran a 5, and then came back with another 5, even though he came in 10th. So he's hard to throw out. Son of a Birch was claimed for 40, and he's been getting better and better. Each thoroughgraph number is better than the previous one, and Rispoli rides the grass better than just about anybody. And then Speedboat Beach at one time was touted as going to be a superstar. And then I don't know what happened, if he can regain any of that old form, but he's been stopping really badly lately. But I have a hard time leaving him out because I remember him being just a super horse. So I'm going to use 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you here. I kind of thought this was the all button just because, like you said, one of the things we just talked about is horses either like this turf course or they don't, right. And none of these horses have actually run on it. So right. I other than the 2 who ran decently, but that's horse is the only one who's even tried the downhill course. So very tricky. Like you said, they either like it or they don't, and we shall find out tomorrow in a big sequence. All right, we move on to the last leg, George, and we are back at Santa Anita. Field of 7, state breds going 6 furlongs. What are your thoughts here to close out this big pick 5?
The pick 5, coast to coast pick 5, always pays well. It always does pay well. And now with a carryover, it should pay even more. And this race in my Santa Anita Oi notes, I said, this race, I started by saying, this race is impossible to decipher. It's just, I cannot pin my hopes on anybody here. I ended up going with, excuse me, Pasalubong, which sounds so, the 60s kind of horse that somebody in the 60s would love that horse. Pasalubong over here. And he's been outrunning his odds. She's been outrunning her odds, like 19-1 coming in second, 60-1 winning a race. She's an enigma to me. So, but every now and then she throws in a Thoroughgraph number that would easily win this race. So she's my top pick. She's a price, but you can go so many places. Mimetic comes in with the best last race Thoroughgraph number, but it was against much easier. And Doug O'Neill, I would have felt better if Jaramillo was on. Jaramillo, reminds me of Hector Berrios when he came and just took this place by storm. And I think Jaramillo is that he has that Berrios feel to him. Like he's coming and boom, he's gonna make a name for himself. But I would use as many as you can. I like the 2 and the 5, and they're both long. So man, this is gonna be it's a tough sequence, the coast to coast pick 5, but with that carryover, it should pay buckets.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think the last 2 legs, like you said, are very tough. So if you can maybe go thin early and maybe spread out those last 2 legs, maybe catch a price. And like we said before, big weekend, Georgie. Obviously, Gulfstream Park takes center stage, but you and I, we always love it here. Weather is terrific again at Santa Anita. And we're going to kick it all off tomorrow with this Coast to Coast Pick 5 with the carryover, almost $96,000. The pool should be giant going into a huge weekend. Go to santanita.com for your free PPs at santanita.com/coast. Georgie, that was quick and sweet and simple, and hopefully we got some winners. And good luck to everybody this weekend, and good luck kicking it off. You've been on a roll, George. Keep it going, my friend. Let's hit this coast to coast tomorrow.
Let's go. Get those free PPs. That's really
Thanks, everybody.
Really nice.